Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Celebrate Wonder Sunday School Session 7. My name is Mrs. Mays, and I'd like to welcome you to our time together. You can set up your Wonder table at home with some items that you would like to have with you as you go through the Sunday School lesson. We have goldfish crackers and a bowl of water today, and you'll find out why as we go along. Our faith word for this unit is include. Include means to welcome all of God's children in God's love. Our Bible verse for this unit is, "The Lord is good to everyone and everything. God's compassion extends to all his handiwork." This comes from the book of Psalms 145, verse 9. When we include, we welcome all of God's children in God's love. Now we are going to watch the video of our song Welcome. At this time, you can do your activity sheets with mom and dad or your brothers and sisters. And also, if you have your celebration chart handy, you can fill that in as well. I filled in some of mine. I saw something good, I laughed, and I prayed for somebody. Now we will watch the video.
There's nothing common about your grace, the way you grow such beauty from the dirt. It doesn't matter the time or place, you're right here with us even when we hurt. 'Cause you weave us together like the seasons. Good news is only good if it's for everyone. So we welcome, 'cause you welcome. Oh, we bless, because we're blessed on everything that you fashion. You poured out your love like the rain and the sun. Every tribe, every tongue, you welcome everyone. So we welcome everyone. The tallest tree grows from the smallest seed, the greatest strength up from the deepest roots. And there's a story in every leaf, a ring for everything that we've been through, with branches reaching out in all directions. We hold each other up to reach the heavens. Oh, we welcome bring friends and enemies to the feast where we welcome, 'cause you welcome. Oh, we bless because we're blessed. On everything that you fashioned, you poured out your love like the rain and the sun. Every tribe, every tongue, you welcome everyone. So we welcome everyone. So we welcome everyone.
Our Bible story today comes from the book of Matthew, chapter 4, verses 18 through 22. Matthew is in the New Testament. Our story today is about Jesus calling the disciples. One day, Jesus was walking along the sea when he saw two fishermen. The fishermen were the brothers, Peter and Andrew. The brothers were out fishing on the water. Jesus called out to Peter and Andrew, "Come, follow me. I will teach you how to fish for people." Peter and Andrew left their nets and followed Jesus. Jesus walked farther down the shore where he saw two more brothers, James and John, who were mending their nets with their father. Jesus said to the men, "Come and follow me." James and John left the boat and their father and followed Jesus. Now, I'm going to roll our Wonder Cube and answer a question. The question today is, I wonder, what did the Bible story teach you? Today's Bible story taught me that Jesus started gathering his disciples along the river, and he asked people to follow them, and they did. You can roll your own Wonder Cube at home and answer the question that comes up with your family. Take some time now to answer the question. I wonder, can anyone follow Jesus? I think the answer to that question is yes. I also wonder, who do you know that follows Jesus? Well, I follow Jesus, and my family follows Jesus, and all my friends at church follow Jesus. And also, I wonder, what would you have done if you had been one of the fishermen and Jesus asked you to follow him? Well, for me, I would be a little skeptical at first that somebody I didn't know was asking me to follow him. But knowing that it's Jesus, I would absolutely follow Jesus wherever he went. And I would also ask my friends to do the same. Now we are going to watch the video of the retelling of our Bible story.
Greetings, it's Carly. In our story today, Jesus is walking along the Galilee Sea. As he is walking, he invites two different sets of brothers to join him on his journey. First, he calls for Peter and Andrew, and then James and John. They were all fishermen who were out working when Jesus arrived. All four of them stop what they are doing and join Jesus when he tells them to come and follow him. These are Jesus' first disciples. A disciple is someone who chooses to follow Jesus and his teachings. When Jesus tells them to come follow him, he says, "I will show you how to fish for people." Wait, huh? How do you fish for people? I know you can use worms to catch fish, but how do you fish for people? Maybe you put out pizza or candy or toys. I think what Jesus meant was that he'd teach them how to bring people together with his teachings. Jesus taught about love and community, and he wanted to spread that message. One of my favorite things to do is have my friends over at my house. My mom taught me that one way I can show love is by inviting people who don't have a lot of friends to hang out or play. I found that it's really fun, and it makes them feel included. It also helps us make new friends and learn new things about each other. It's important for everyone to know that there are people who care about them. This is my way of bringing people together and following Jesus' teachings. Jesus told the disciples to go out to different places and build communities so that people could come together and hear his teachings about love. All types of people are invited to follow Jesus. We get to help build a community where everyone is included. So, if you want to fish for people, don't use worms. Try showing care and help people feel included. That's what Jesus did, and that's what he invited the disciples to do too. Now, it's time for you to wonder.
Welcome back. I'm still wondering, where do you think the disciples and Jesus went immediately after Jesus asked them to follow him? I think that they went out and they asked more people to follow Jesus and created a community. You can look in your book, in your family activity book, on page 16 and 17, and it will tell you the Bible story. Also, Jesus was forming a community when he called his disciples. Jesus' disciples would include many different kinds of people. What kind of people would Jesus invite into his community today? And you can draw a picture of the community Jesus would want today. I think that Jesus would ask you and your mom and your dad and your brothers and sisters and your grandparents and your aunts and uncles and your church family to be a part of his community today. Take some time and talk about it with your family. Who do you think Jesus would include in his community today? So in the beginning of the lesson, I told you that I had a basket of goldfish. And goldfish is a very yummy snack that a lot of kids like to eat. Jesus invited his disciples to fish for people, but he didn't really mean to use a net or a fishing pole. And he really didn't mean to get your goldfish crackers. But what he wanted them to do was to tell people about Jesus and invite them to be his followers. So what is something you could tell someone about Jesus that might make that person want to follow him? I think that I would tell my friend that Jesus is very loving and very forgiving and wants us all to be loving to each other. And that's why I think you should follow Jesus. Take some time now to talk about it with your family. And I'm still wondering, how can we share Jesus with people through our actions? In our church, we help a lot of people in our community. We have food drives, we have diaper drives, we collect money, and we share it with the people, and the less fortunate people in our community. That is one way that we can show that we follow Jesus, by helping the people around us. As we close our time together, I would like you to join me in this prayer. Jesus said to come and follow, so that is what the disciples did. I am also important and included. I will follow him. Amen. Thank you for coming today. See you next time.